want you to meet two members of Team Freedom. They ran in the Colorado Relay recently, and they're getting ready for another race as well. I've got Brian Remington with me and Peter Tanui. First of all, Peter, the Colorado Relay, that was kind of an exciting experience, and you got to know these other members of the team. Why did you guys do that?
Well, when I first heard about the relay, I thought, well, it's a good thing to explore Colorado, as well as to meet new people. I've done the same relay before in Florida, and I thought this time would be nice to do it in Colorado and meet new people like Brian here.
All right, and Brian, there was a purpose in your madness to run this long relay. What was it?
The support of the Wounded Warrior Project. And again, I met amazing people along the way, and my team members from Team Freedom. And supporting the Wounded Warrior Project was something very special to me, because I've had some injuries myself, not through the...
Not through combat?
No, not through combat, but I have, and I have some kind of relation to that, I believe.
Yeah, you share the pain.
Yeah.
Share the pain. Well, and running is this sort of, it binds us all together. There's an event coming up in Norfolk. It's the inaugural Freedom Half Marathon in Norfolk, Virginia.
Yes.
And you've chosen to run that race. Again, why?
To support our veterans, for this free country that I love so much. It's an honor to be asked to be able to do this race, and it's, like you said, it's an inaugural event, and hopefully I can do this event every year and keep that support for our veterans, past, future, and present.
And November 13th is a big weekend. I mean, locally in Colorado, the Fetal Hope Foundation has their own race, and so people get to choose, and that's a 5K.
Yes.
This is 13.1 miles. It has nothing to do with, by the way, that it's a flat, fast course, does it?
No, it doesn't.
And it doesn't have anything to do with it. We'll have ideal temperatures there as compared to maybe in Colorado, be a little more brisk.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, so maybe that's it too. Training for a half marathon, what's different about that and training for a 5K?
The mileage is a huge thing. The discipline takes a lot more discipline, I think. Like my runs can't be anything under 5-6 miles, up to 15-mile runs.
All right, and Peter, you train with some guys. It's called the 530, training group from the home here, and the guys, as it's gotten colder and tougher, that is sort of an interesting dynamic, isn't it?
It is, and training with different guys from different backgrounds. It's different dynamics in a sense that. As an elite, I've been racing with fast guys for so long, and I thought after a while, why not, try and associate myself with the rest of the runners. So sometimes people think they're not fast, but these are serious athletes who, we all look up to, and I go back there and train with these guys, and I get a lot of new experiences, and it's just awesome to know what every athlete feels, not only the elite, but the rest of the field.
All right, well, Brian, back to you. The Freedom Marathon Inc. is the nonprofit that surrounds this event, the Norfolk Freedom Half Marathon and 5K, and the 5K is actually titled out as the Wounded Warrior Project 5K. And from that point of view, people do get choices, but it's tough sometimes in new communities to start new races, but when you have the community of runners, they tend to gravitate toward new events and support them.
Yeah. I love doing inaugural events. It's something I look forward to, something I think I can take a lifetime out of to continue to do. And 10 years from now, I'd like to say, hey, I'm doing the 10th anniversary that I started.
Yeah, that would make a lot of sense. I think about that. Well, I want to say from my perspective, having you and Peter and others being a member of Team Freedom and supporting the Wounded Warrior Project, I had the occasion just recently to go to a press conference there where they gave a big check, the Freedom Marathon Inc. It provided a check for over $8,000 to them from a smaller event that we did in Florida. And when you're around those wounded warriors and you're around those dedicated volunteers, it knocks your socks off. And it's in Jacksonville, and I encourage people, if you haven't visited the Wounded Warrior Project, visit them online and go there in person, and you will be immediately connected to a very powerful movement in our country that is nothing but positives and upside. And Team Freedom, you're making a difference. And Peter Tanui, thank you for doing what you're doing.
Thank you.
And Brian Remington, thank you for doing what you're doing.
Thank you.
And we'll see you in Norfolk on the 13th of November.
Guaranteed.
Thank you.